I don't understand why a majority of people are attacking Mr. Mbalula for exposing Floyd Shivambu and President Jacob Zuma for what they are. Everyone should be agreeing with what this man is saying. I'm not one who's gonna be agreeing with everything Mr. Mbalula be saying, by the way, because sometimes he be saying some wild things. Some things he says I agree with them. Some things I just genuinely don't care, agree with, because he be saying some other things. But this thing, and I'm gonna play a clip exposing that President Jacob Zuma is not a darling as people like to paint him, the MK party people. Floyd Shivambu, West Part, he went from exposing and calling out President Jacob Zuma to praising him. But listen to what he was saying.
Zuma is a liar. There is a catalog of lies he have made to South Africans. Go and look at them. He's a liar. Unreliable, self-serving. And I'm saying that. Go and look at that. There's a catalog of the untruths he have said in this country. To the ANC and to everybody. He's a liar, unreliable, and at the same time irresponsible. And I've got a right to say that because he's not a member of the ANC. I've got a right to say that. He is irresponsible, a liar, and he is a liar. And if he says he's not a liar, he must tell us why he's not. We will throw the book at him. He's a liar. I mean, the fact that he can turn stones into bread is unbelievable, actually. That a person like Floyd, yesterday, who saw Zuma's lies and says today is not a liar, it's unbelievable, isn't it? It's unbelievable. It's unforgettable. It's unrepentable, actually. I mean, the guy was on a pulpit in Parliament, seeing Zuma's lies campaign, saw Zuma's untruths, and this is why people will never have trust in politicians. We have namhlanje rating also orange. I mean, that's what people will never trust our politics. Because politics must be defined by principle and a backbone. There's no backbone there. Tell me, where is the backbone there? There's no backbone there. There's untruths and everything else, people defending each other, making each other favors and all of that. It remains like that. And that is it. Thank you.
That's what Mr. Mbalula was saying. And there's not much I don't even want to speak about President Jacob Zuma, what he said about President Jacob Zuma. Because we all know it's a bunch of lies, it's a bunch of deceit, trying to rewrite history, bunch of people helping him to rewrite the history. Abo Andile Mngitama going in public platforms, busy shouting out of their lungs that last year in December when the schools were closed, they thought January won't come, whereby their lives will be exposed to them. They thought schools won't open, where we can call them out and tell them, where's this free education you say this man fought for? Last year in December, they were busy saying, hey, President Jacob Zuma fought for free education. Hey, he brought free education in South Africa. Now in January, students are struggling to go to school because of funds. They're still owing. They can't register the following year. They are busy saying, hey, Ramaphosa, it's your fault. I thought you said President Jacob Zuma brought free education. What are you saying? So we can isolate that because there's plenty of lies when it comes to the history of the presidency of President Jacob Zuma. There's a lot of things you can talk about and be like, what are these people trying to say today? They think we don't know. They think we are that dumb as people to not know what has happened before. Come on, man. Don't take us for a fool. Speaking about President Jacob Zuma, we can isolate him. All respect to the man, old Madala. Shout out to you. You are as old as my grandfather, by the way. My grandfather is that old. He's old like President Jacob Zuma. Speaking about Floyd Shivambu, a man who went from saying 1, 2, 3 and completely said 1, 2, 3. Him saying 1, 2, 3, he was misled. You guys are not understanding this whole thing. A supposedly think tank of the EFF the mighty EFF, the well-organized organization in South Africa, beyond all of them, even the ruling party ANC, the organized organization, EFF, well-structured organization, EFF, the think tank of that party, coming out in public, a whole grown-up man, saying that the things he used to say about President Jacob Zuma were lies. He was misled. So why should we believe the things he's saying today is not misled? You know, there's one thing you can never sell a lie on. You can never lie about your integrity as a man. You can never lie about what you show. What you show us is what we see. And what we see from Floyd Shivambu's personality, it doesn't reflect what many people are forcing us to see on him. They're forcing us so bad to overly celebrate him as this genius. We celebrated him in the EFF as a genius until he exposed himself to be someone else. We don't know this Floyd Shivambu we are seeing today. That's why we're all amazed, all questioning, all calling out. Because, like, since Nini when I saw, you know, those type of vibes. So, don't be amazed when we are all shocked as the EFF people. You guys might not be shocked because it's new to you, it's coming as this fresh thing. Imagine someone who used to say all the horrible things about President Jacob Zuma in Parliament. Do you know what Floyd Shivambu used to say? So all those things he used to say, he was misled. Who are we to take his word today that whatever he's saying, even about his relationship with Julius Malema being a gangster relationship, who are we to not take that as if maybe he's also misled in saying that? Because your word is your bond, my man. Maybe we live in a world whereby it's too overly feminized, whereby men don't care about certain characteristics in other men. As we care, bro. We studied in the school of stoicism. We care about certain things. We care about certain characteristics in leaders. We don't believe lies. We don't believe deceit. We don't believe what we don't see. We see certain characteristics and you don't tell us who you are. You show us who you are. This man has showed us that his word is not bond. His word shouldn't be taken as like his word can be bought. His word can be misled. Like people can tell him to say something on behalf of them. He can push people's agendas. That means that's what he's saying was misled. That means he was pushing other people's agendas when he's saying he was misled. That means he doesn't even believe the things he used to say. What makes us believe that he believes the things he's saying today? Why should we believe what he's saying today if the things he said before he was misled? Like, what happened to men of honor? What happened to men being of integrity? What happened to leaders being of a certain level of taking responsibility? He doesn't even take responsibility for the things they said. He was misled. He was misled. And then today he's not misled. Until what happens to him in the MK party, he's gonna come to the public and say he was also misled. And then people are gonna believe him. Shame on you, people of South Africa. Shame on you. You deserve the certain level of politicians who don't care about you in South Africa. They care about themselves, and you deserve those politicians because you don't seem to care about the certain level of leadership qualities in your country. You deserve all the politicians you have, including the president. You deserve it in South Africa because you don't seem to know what you want. You don't seem to demand the best of the best. But it is what it is. Thank you very much.